as it pertains to clothing, right? You got to hem a pair of pants, or maybe you got a little tear somewhere. You wanna fix something instantly. This is called Bell & Howell's No Stitch. All right, really, really cool item. What it is it's a stitch powder. The powder comes in these little containers right here, and all you do is you take a little bit of the powder and you put it on whatever you want to mend. All right, so as I said, it could be a dress, it could be pants, it could be anything that's torn. You can mend it easily with this powder. What you do is you put the powder on, and then you take the little heat tool, which is kind of, we'll get this out of the way. This is the little heat tool. You plug this in, this comes with it, and all you do is you fold over whatever it is you need to seal, and you just go over it with the tool, and you've got an instant bond. No waiting a day or two, no stitching, no needle or thread. Put the powder on, fold it over wherever you need it, or put it together, and then just rub over it with the heat wand, and you'll have an instant fix. It is washable. It's super cool. You get 2 of the large containers of the powder. How many of you have been heading out the door and like a belt loop comes off, or you've got, you know, a little tear somewhere, or maybe it's on your shoes, or you're like, oh, I never hemmed those pants, or one of the hems is starting to come apart. Happens all the time. This is an instant fix for that. 699-838 is the item number, under $20. You're gonna absolutely love it. Just hit it with the no stitch and you're good to go. Here's my good friend Lou Caputo, our Bell & Howell expert and everything else expert. Lou, I can't wait to try this. This seems really, really cool.
Yeah, no, this is a way better alternative to either sewing or getting out some of the seam tape or even glues that, you know, we typically use. This is a way better way to do this. You're going to get 2 bottles of this, and it's just a powder, guy. I mean, everything about this is just so cool. You can take this powder, pour it out. It's not going to affect you. Look at that. I mean, it's just a little powder. If you make a mistake, you just brush it off. Now, we give you the heat wand with this. And the heat wand is what actually is the magic. It activates this and allows it to make the bond that it needs. Now, for instance, what I did here is I took 3 different pieces of material, okay? So I've got some nylon on this end here, some polyester. I've got some denim in the middle, and then I've got some silk on the far end here. And I just did these yesterday, as you can see right there, using the no stitch, okay? Really fast, really, really easy to do. But let's do something practical with this real quick, okay? Maybe you or somebody in your family is either in scouting, or you've got somebody that is a first responder, maybe in the military, and you know, we all have patches that we've got to put on our uniforms if you're in one of those situations. There, you know, if you've never sewed one on before, it is incredibly hard to do, okay? But with the no stitch, dude, I mean, this is just so simple. Watch this. I've already done part of this last night. You can see right there, that's stuck on there. Really, really simple to do. To use the no stitch, all you've got to do is just take a little bit of the powder, and all I've got to do is just look at this and just see where my line is, okay? So I'm going to pour some of the no stitch out here. And again, if you make a mistake, it's not something you've got to worry about, all right? I'm just going to push that down. Now, I've had my wand heating for a little while. All you want to do is just let it sit here for a couple of seconds, okay? About 10 seconds or so. You just let it sit, and then you move it from spot to spot. And what it's doing is it's heating up the no stitch. It's heating up that powder, turning it into a liquid, allowing it to melt, allowing it to bond. Now, here's the best part. If you've ever used the seam tape or the glues before, guy, you know the first time you put this into your refrigerator, into your washer or your dryer, what's going to happen? It's going to melt. It's going to come off. And that's what's happened to mine. Now, look at that. I just put that on there. I got one little section right here I still got to do. But it's done in seconds. And that's what's so cool about this. Of course, this comes with a little stand for your heat wand. So when you're done, you put it up. Look at that. Just in seconds, we made that little quick adornment on there. Really, really simple to do.
You know, I love the fact that you can do same-day repairs, you know, because that's really the issue. You're like, I guess I could sew it, but trying to put a thread through a needle, I can't even see it, to be honest with you. And you know, there are other, like you said, there are glues that you got to wait an hour before you go anywhere. This is literally about 2 minutes, all right? And you can actually see, you'll see how it works the first time you use it, and you're getting a heat seal. You know, I mean, that's really the best seal you can get. If you have a little tear in something, you could grab another piece of fabric, right? And you could put the other piece of fabric underneath, right? And then you could just put that on top, and you can seal that little tear from the inside so nobody will see it from the outside. But Lou, I'm thinking like, you know, you buy a dress and you want to hem it up, or you buy a pair of pants and you want to hem those up, or pretty much anything, like you said, patches. I mean, what if you have something that you want to turn into a patch? You know, you can buy patches that have the glue on the backside that you iron, but a lot of things you want to put that are cool are not like pre-made patches. They're things that people make themselves, and kids like to do that as well. anything you put the powder on, you just heat it up, and in a couple of minutes, it's good. And Lou, you said you can wash this, right?
Oh, no, you totally can wash it. You can put it in the dryer. You don't have to worry about any of that. You know, the other thing, too, is think about this for a second. Typically, when you use a seam tape or you try to do anything like that, you're taking out the iron. I mean, look at the size of this compared to the heat wand that you're using. This is so light and easy to use. This thing weighs a ton. And the other thing is the potential for burning part of the fabric, you know, actually searing it is so much better with the iron. With this, it's very controlled. It's very small. Let's do another quick fix. Here's a pair of jeans, and these jeans got caught on something and the pocket ripped. You can see right there. So we got this flapping right here, right? So all I've got to do is take my no stitch and watch this. Just take a little bit of the powder, and I'm just going to pour it right in here. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong one. I did. Sorry. My bad. Here we go. All right. We're just going to pour a little bit of the powder on there just like that. I'm going to lay down that. Now, this comes with a piece of wax paper as well so that you don't accidentally sear the fabric here. You don't burn the fabric. And all you got to do is just let this sit here for just a couple of seconds. Now, we recommend 10 seconds, okay, just to make sure it really, really gets it sealed.
Yeah, the longer the better, I would say, right?
The longer the better. And, you know, maybe guy wait like 2 minutes before you actually start handling the fabric just to let it really bond and cool off and all that. But it's so much easier than working with a glue that gets all over your fingers. It's so much, for me, so much easier than sewing because quite frankly, I can't sew. Yeah. So if you're doing it this way, and see, I'm talking while I'm doing this. I'm just standing here.
Lou, good luck getting a needle through that part of the jeans because I know that is impossible. Right? You know, you're gonna hurt your finger. You're like trying to push a needle through the thickest part of denim. It's impossible. Exactly. Do this. It's the way to make it work. And you'll always have it around. And you know what's great about it is it actually creates a little bond between the fabric and whatever you're putting it together. So it almost becomes part of the fabric. So very, very easy to do. Look at that. You see how easily it sticks. There's a variety of different uses. It could be, you know, maybe on a runner where the little lining came off or whatever. Have these around. They're only $20. You get the little, you get the little tool to go with it as well. So basically you get the powder, the way to cure the powder so that it adheres. It couldn't be any easier. The item is $699,838. Just a little sample of what Now That's Clever is all about. Little ideas that can help you around the house. You know, if something gets torn or ruined, the last thing we're doing is trying to make extra trips out to get things done. We want to be able to do it in-house, so that's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to move on right to our next